time to get a person who's played maybe a collective 2 hours of this game to comment on it. Let's go.
All right, well then, because of that, I actually am curious to see your reaction. PandasMQ, he doesn't like this term, but he is a Wi-Fi word. He's so good at these.
Yeah, I commentated on his set last week. Actually, I had a good time watching watching him adapt to blue. It was really cool.
And gaw.naw, he's just so sick online, man. I don't know.
We're gonna have a good match.
He's really cool playing. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be an exciting set. Right. I'm even more excited to see your reactions to the plays that will be on.
For sure, yeah. It looks like we're off to a good start too. We got Pandas putting some excellent damage down on gaw.naw, but let's see what we can get next. And I know Pac-Man's got some good control, like that fire hydrant. You know, it's a huge obstacle. It's gonna put a bit of a dampening down on that roller, and he's already getting some good off-stage time here.
Oh, the roll. We're gonna get to confirm now. Yeah, the up throw, up air kill confirm window. It's already a tight one, but especially online, it's a lot harder. I know Pandas and SVP say it's like nearly impossible to get online. But yeah, you were touching on this earlier, but gaw.naw, just right there, he's showing he's really good at taking advantage of stage control with the different fruit abilities and the hydrant.
Absolutely, and you know, watching Panda's set last week, so we can get back up. Yeah, we got it. All right. The recovery happened eventually. Nice. Yeah, no. I was watching Pandas last week, and that was kind of the same thing that Blue was doing too. Was a lot of like ledge guarding and keeping control on that map. So Pandas has a pretty similar opponent setup here. Doesn't quite take him down there. It looks like it's still going to be pretty high damage on both of these two.
I feel like ledge trap heavy players are kind of like the bane of Panda's existence, if you will, because Pandas is really good at wrecking on the percent, but it's sort of like an Inkling issue. Pandas is very vocal about how he's like, sometimes it's really hard for Inkling to like get the kills or have kill confirms.
For sure.
But when his opponent's at such a high percent, and then like, you know, you're just getting ledge trapped for like so much percent on you, like it definitely can be a bit of a frustrating thing.
And being as light as Inkling is, it's so dangerous to be up against someone who has good ledge control and a high percent. Like that's just a recipe for disaster. So Pandas is definitely, what I saw last week was him adapting to this sort of situation, and you know, we have two good Wi-Fi players here, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of techniques might come out here that wouldn't normally come out in a Smash game.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I don't think you would have been able to tell earlier that Pandas was at a 1 to 3 stock deficit, because right now gaw.naw's at his second stock, and you know, add kill percent.
Yeah, and it looks like Pandas is putting the great equalize on right now, trying to get back some of that ground. Yeah. But of course gaw.naw is not going to get that for free. Absolutely not. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Pandas is now realizing he just needs to, you know, even if he's not getting to force himself to go off stage to get these kills, because it's already hard for anything to get the kills as is, especially because usually you are roller reliant. But with all this jumping around and stage control Pac-Man's doing, you know, getting rollers are going to be...
Yeah, it's going to be incredibly hard. You got to approach an area that he's already got good control over.
Oh, and looks like that's going to do it.
Right into it. Yeah, that's it. So, excellent control coming out from gaw.naw from this first round, for sure. But, of course, you know, what I've seen with Pandas is we see some strategies coming out after we have that first round. Get a little bit of adapting to what's going on. So, let's see what one brings out in the second round.
Definitely a really adaptable player. Okay, so gaw.naw choosing to ban on FD, so those tend to be smaller type of stages, and I think that goes perfectly in line with gaw.naw's game plan, because you know he loves to set up with the fruit and hydrant, so he likes bigger stages, so he could not necessarily camp, but he just wants to run away just a little bit so he can have some time to safely set up. Because if you're up in close quarters, it's an issue. Panda's counterpicking Battlefield, so the bottom, like the stage itself isn't like blast zone wise, the stage is big, but the stage itself, there isn't too much room aside from, like, you know, if gaw.naw is going to attempt to try to set up on the platforms.
Okay, so it looks like a strategic way to kind of close that gap there.
Yes,
get
definitely.
some time to recover.
And plus, on the platforms, Inkling can get a lot of good combos. The only plus for Ghana is you can try to do a bit of setup. Like I said, like look, you can see this stage. It's more compact, so he's trying to mitigate like Ghana's plan of getting some distance to set up. And look, you can even see now Pandas is literally in his face. He's giving him no breathing room to set up.
Yeah, absolutely. Taking advantage of that choice right away, which is important. And it looks like we're starting off. Good start here for Pandas for sure. But Ghana is starting to put down some control. Get his feet on the ground. And let's see how this turns. Okay, so we're in the ground there. Nice. Yeah. Good stuff coming out from Pandas here, making sure that we can't get a solid setup out from Pac-Man.
Yeah, I feel like that's what we're gonna be seeing though. If Ghana gets like a good hit on does some creative, he's gonna slap down the hydrant, go behind it, and charge them.
Absolutely, yeah. And yeah, see, I see what you mean already. Like Pandas is already much closer and tighter in on the stage. Definitely. Just because Ghana hasn't had all that time to set up yet. So
yeah, he's not giving him the breathing room he wants. But that something which can be a little frustrating, but it's very smart on Ghana's end. Whenever he's getting hit off stage, before he recovers, he uses the distance that Pandas creates by hitting him off stage to charge his fruit a bit, and then he goes and recovers.
Well,
like,
yeah,
absolutely. You're getting sent off far away, like might.
Yep, make use of it, right? Put something in, and wow.
It's basically turning his disadvantage to a potential future advantage.
Yeah, I'm glad you...
Ghana surprisingly, despite hold the perfect report. Oh, but just look at that, now we're in the
back though. We're equalizing it out here.
At that high of a percent and online, it's really hard to tech the stage spikes.
Absolutely, yeah. I could see it maybe when he was down closer to like the lower hundreds, but at like 160, nah, for sure. It seems like it's gonna be pretty darn hard to keep up with.
Yeah. Any of the Ghana, something he does along with it's like a Pac-Man thing in general, he loves throwing out the grab because it looks deceptively punishable like there. It's like it looks so long, but he's able to shield at then and try to punish his opponent for thinking that they could punish each other.
That he's gonna get punished himself, right? Yeah, he gets a little bit more control. Yeah, it's all about it seems like this is just about bringing the opponent into his area that he's set up, and once they're in there, it's just about to punish. And it looks like he can do a good job with that. Of course,
honestly, the whole first stock, Pandas was playing extremely well. I think the only reason Ghana got the stock first was just because he got hit by like a very strong hit, and Pac-Man had all that rage. So aside from like just that unfortunate like circumstance, if Pandas tries to stick to that game plan of keeping close quarters, make it work. Just right there, he uses his jab to stuff out the roller.
Yeah.
Now Ghana's like kind of contesting and saying, "You want to play close quarters? I'm not meant to do this, but I'll give you a fight."
Oh yeah, and what a fight too. It looks like Pandas has that tight, quick movement that can just come out swinging. That's something that's gonna do him a lot of good for this kind of a set.
Yeah. Close quarters Game & Watch is definitely, or not Game & Watch, Pac-Man is definitely unorthodox, but I'm really surprised to see Ghana able to make it look as viable as it is.
Pandas, yeah, look at that.
There we go again, he just does a grab and quick dodges, he's like, safe.
Yeah. And it looks like, like for the most part, Pandas has realized that. And it doesn't look like... Oh, yep, he's up. I'm always amazed by Pac-Man recovery.
What I'd like to see in the future, when Pac-Man's recovering that deep, when he's bouncing, you could quickly go down there and snag the third bounce so he dies. Yeah. It can be a little scary to go for that, but especially when you're that deep, like I feel like you're able to do it relatively safe.
Yeah, and if it gets to that, if push comes to shove, for sure, I think we might see Pandas going for it because... the sets, it's going to be close. All right, there we go. Again, equalizing it out.
That could be something he is saying, like, it's a last stock situation. If that happens again, I'm going to, instead of, just getting a stock off it, I'm going to be snagging a whole game.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? You don't want to put all your cards on the table right away. But Ghana putting massive, just huge damage out on Pandas. Pandas has to play this incredibly safe.
Yeah, that play is definitely respectful if that is his intention, but at the same time now, I have this whole percent deficit.
Yeah, exactly. But it looks like, Panda's putting a solid amount of damage on, yeah. You know, just trying to bring it back, and maybe, let's see. All right, well, so yeah, he's not quite high enough for it yet, but I was guessing next time he goes off stage, maybe we'll see Panda going for that. But no,
Oh,
gaw.naw hammered down.
gaw.naw eliminating Pandas too. Oh, wow.
Yeah, incredibly quick plays from a character who I wouldn't have thought to be that